Disclaimer: the video you are about to see has content that contains swearing, substance referencing, violence, and or partial on-screen nudity. If you are a person under 13 years of age, do not watch this video by order of COPPA. In general, if you are over 13 but are sensitive, you may exit this video and find a nice wholesome video to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey there guys, Jordan here. I'm back with another reaction video, and this reaction is going to be another death battle, and this death battle is going to be Omni-Man versus Homelander, Invincible versus the boys. Yup, the battle of the two Superman wannabes. Although, they are a bit more violent than Superman from what I've heard. So, it seems that this might be the most gruesome death battle so far. Unless some of the previous death battles are gruesome as well. But I digress. So anyway, let's see how this turns out.
Omni-Man, the invincible champion from planet Viltrum.
Homelander, the world's greatest superhero, brought to you by Bot International.
Few heroes have stood the test of...
This analysis examines both the comics of Invincible and the boys, but will avoid going off into specific detail regarding the spoilers past the shows as much as possible. Okay, so they're going to make sure that there aren't any spoilers here. That's good to know.
Time with more aplomb than the very first, Superman. But what if absolute power did, in fact, corrupt absolutely?
Answer, we're all screwed. He's Whiz-9 Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, first up, Omni-Man.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Omni-Man. Had you go in there for a second, huh?
Not really, as
No.
in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic comic inspiration. He's even got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid.
Purdue University Global. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
Afraid to hide with terrible CGI. Born on the planet Viltrum.
Okay, that was a weird comparison. Anyway, real name, Nolan Grayson. Age? Oh, over 1,000 years. Height, 6'2", 1.88 meters. Weight, 250 pounds, 114 kilograms. Species, Vilrumite, or Vilrumite. He really wants his son to think. Alright, that's nice to know about you.
Nolan was sent to Earth to act as its superpowered alien defender and spread the enlightenment of his utopian homeworld.
And as his superhero alter ego Omni-Man, there was no one better suited to the task. He saved the world countless times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and had a son, Mark.
Life couldn't be better until Mark inherited his dad's Viltrumite powers. That's when Mark found out that his dad was a stinking rat bastard liar.
Turns out, Viltrum wasn't exactly the peaceful utopia Nolan promised.
Peaceful in the sense that they culled half their population, murdering billions with their bare hands until only the strongest were left, united by a common purpose.
My word.
The Empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy, murdering any who dared oppose them. So just scratch that whole peaceful part entirely.
My God.
Omni-Man was here to do that same thing to Earth. Sorry, Mark. Your dad's a dick. Even worse,
easily the most powerful being on the entire planet.
Imagine combining the raw power of a Kryptonian and the bloodlust of a Saiyan, and what you get is basically a Viltrumite.
Wow.
DNA. Viltrumites are composed of smart atoms that they can manipulate to achieve superhuman feats, like holding their breath for weeks on end by drawing more energy from the oxygen inside them.
Kinda reminds me of that whole bioelectric aura thing Superman has. That's basically how comic writers bullshit a science-y explanation for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense. How can atomic structure be designated by your DNA? DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical biological hogwash that I cannot stand.
Uh-oh, comics fans. I'm calling this debunked.
Oh.
Viltrumites can fly.
Powers: accelerated healing, flight, inhuman longevity, nigh invulnerability, resistance to star-level heat and absolute zero, superhuman physiology, a bitchin' mustache. Well, I don't know if a bitchin' mustache counts as a power, but it's Omni-Man. He can boast about whatever he wants.
Withstand near absolute zero temperatures, and even possess insane healing factors. You know, stuff like getting punched through the stomach, having your guts ripped out, or having your face smashed up in a tomato soup. I don't mean to exaggerate, but Viltrumites in this series get fucked up and somehow survive.
However, too much trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors, and intense heat can be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites can be killed by extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than a regular human's. Intense sonic pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though pushing themselves to their physical limits only ends up making them way stronger. And considering Nolan has been alive and planet conquering for thousands of years, he is easily one of the toughest Viltrumites around. Like, other aliens attacking him will literally splatter their bodies against him. But Mark didn't inherit everything from his dad. Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion and not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone you see like a maniac. Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior foes.
Nolan, meanwhile, tackled their leader through the portal back to their homeworld, then spent some time systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him. Classic generational divide.
Annihilate is underselling it. Nolan flew so fast that his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man has flown across galaxies in only a week, survived punching a hole through a planet, and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Assuming that means the diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico, that would make it 1,300 kilometers wide.
Whoa.
Weigh over 4.6 quintillion tons.
Holy shit.
Over 11,000.
This level of power is consistent with various feats from the comics, such as when a Virtumite pushed a moon at high speed. I see. So they're staying faithful to the comics by making sure the Viltrumite keeps at its true potential. That seems interesting.
Meters per second, it had hit with enough energy to destroy the moon twice over.
So Omni-Man is strong enough.
Feats: effortlessly threw a baseball around the Earth, redirected an asteroid the size of Texas, participated in destroying a planet, flew from Earth to Thraxa in under a week, survived Mean Supreme, single-handedly ended Flaxen civilization, defeated Invincible, Alan the Alien, Space Racer, and Guardians of the Globe. My word. Those are some impressive feats. Granted, a majority of them are completely lethal. But hey, this could be some ammo used for this death battle. So, yeah, it could get a bit messy.
Enough to slaughter those who considered him an ally, the Guardians of the Globe. All to ensure as seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
Too bad for Nolan, it wouldn't be that easy, because he'd have to go through his son first.
Mark was horrified by his father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's when Mark's real Viltrumite training began. Get it? Training? Like the train?
Yes, we get it. It was a good pun.
Oh man.
If anything, it was Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father human.
Wow.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Life can be overwhelming, and many people are burned out without even knowing it.
Symptoms can include lack of motivation, feeling helpless or trapped, detachment, fatigue, and more.
Working on a show like Death Battle every week definitely wipes me and Wiz out once in a while. Remember that one time you had to research Madara's 5D chess plan and you keeled over during the show?
All too well. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem, best buddy.
We associate burnout with work, but that's not the only cause. Any of our roles in life can lead us to feel burned out, and BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. Talking with someone can help you figure out what's causing stress in your life.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
It can be more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Death Battle viewers get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/deathbattle.
That's betterhelp.com/deathbattle.
Alright. Now Homelander.
Vought International, a multi-billion-dollar American conglomerate whose #1 products are the greatest superheroes on the face of the earth.
That's right. Superheroes are real and they're big business.
Imagine a company that possesses a monopoly on popular culture, pumping out movies, TV shows, action figures, and video games constantly, drowning the masses in a slurry of focus-tested nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
My word.
Imagine.
Within Vought's pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader, Homelander.
He's got the looks, the charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad. This guy probably eats freedom and shits eagles.
But Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue Boy Scout he's...
Background. Real name? John. Age 41. Height 5'11", 1.8 meters. Weight 165 pounds, 75 kilograms. Species super abled human. Leader of the Seven. Enjoys attention, fame, and milk. Well, nice to know that a guy who enjoys beating people up is a fan of dairy products. So, there's that.
It's marketed as Homelander is probably the closest thing to Lucifer on Earth.
Remember Bad Future Biff from Back to the Future?
Oh.
Now give him superpowers and media training.
Vought's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby, a tale we're all familiar with.
And one that's total bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vought's proprietary super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was a complete success.
Too much of a success. He was murdering rooms of terrified scientists before his umbilical cord was even cut. In
My
the comics,
word.
Vought had to keep a remote-controlled hydrogen bomb strapped to him at all times because they had no idea what else could possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted as Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively
Powers. Enhanced hearing, flight, heat vision, superhuman speed, superhuman strength, superhuman voice, and X-ray vision. So, in a way, he's pretty much exactly like Superman. Only, instead of being born a superhero, he was created as a superhero. My word, the things this company does to innocent people.
superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly at hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
But you know you're done for when he breaks out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people or split airplanes in half.
Or screams so loud that it shatters the eardrums of anyone around him.
Those are
My
innocent
word.
bystanders whose ears carriers are exploding, by the way. Oh yeah, he totally botched this mission to stop a plane hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well,
God
Homelander's
damn.
power may be real, but his heroism is a charade. Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
The only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't create a healthy person. But
No, it doesn't.
he eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual relationship with a fellow superhero who just happened to be an actual Nazi. Speaking of
wow.
sex, Wiz, you know how I'm always saying we should figure out how Superman and Lois get busy? Well, get that, because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to
God
smithereens.
damn.
Look, there's no way to sugarcoat this. Considering a human's load has much less mass than a shotgun pellet, it would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy. Over 1,500 meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody. Kinda sucks for humanity that they made this dude the most powerful being on the planet and a psycho murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Still, he
Sheesh.
commented that Homelander has proved
Feats. Effortlessly threw a baseball into orbit, hurled a fighter jet with one hand, escaped a C4 explosion mid-detonation, can survive any known man-made weapons, ruptured the ears of all passengers on an airliner, stronger than Queen Maeve, killed Professor Bonsai, Mr. Marathon, and the President. My word. Those feats sound horrifying. And to think that he's supposed to be America's best hero. Some people believe in the craziest things.
immune to every weapon known to mankind, no matter how powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as the Tsar bomb, which exploded with the energy of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right, we all almost died.
And that's the kind of shit Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's strong enough to throw a jet with one hand and fast enough to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being an emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate those around him.
Though it probably wasn't too smart to piss off the world's angriest limey, Billy Butcher. Yeah, turns out forcibly fathering a bastard son with someone else's wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. Some small measure of control over his own life.
Being born five-star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new beginning. Or not.
This episode is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by those big wireless providers, I know by now there's always a catch. It's like they're out to get me.
But did you know that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month?
The catch, Wiz. What's the catch?
There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings to you.
Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or your whole family. And all plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data on the nation's largest 5G network.
You can even use your own current phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. I'm excited to try it out myself. I appreciate how easy it is to look through all their wireless plans on their website. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/deathbattle. That's mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's get started. Oh, Christmas time? Oh.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien. What's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie?
What?
Nah, she's shy. So, do we have an understanding?
Get the fuck out of my country.
Holy shit. He's not showing any mercy.
I'm going to feed you your own heart.
Shit. That was a great line.
Oh!
Country? Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
Oh boy. My God. Uh-oh.
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce. Better.
Oh, man. Oh! Oh, man.
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flash spread that little shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
Oh, my God. Whoa.
What I promised you. Now swallow.
My God.
Merry Christmas.
KO! Wiz, if there's a god, it sure seems like he was working out some aggression there.
Despite Homelander's dominance with
Results. Omni-Man gets a plus for 7.2 billion times faster, 60 billion times stronger healing factor, and superior flight ability. Homelander gets a plus for counters Omni-Man's flight by attacking equilibrium, slightly more varieties in abilities, but a minus for has little means of a killing blow and much less experience in taking hits. Well, I guess there was no contest.
within the world of the boys, he's a big fish in a small pond, relatively speaking. Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite healing factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still took quite a bit of time, and there's no reason to think Homelander's heat vision was anywhere near that hot.
Hell, Nolan's tanked heat vision from the superhero mean Supreme before, who can vaporize people in an instant.
Even if it was hot enough, Omni-Man's superior speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any meaningful way.
Plus, while Homelander is pretty devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for thousands of years. He comes from a warrior culture based on fighting. Homelander, on the other hand, comes from a test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because he was always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is a warrior, and the other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
When it comes to Superman knockoffs, Homelander had to eat his heart out.
The
My
winner
word.
is Omni-Man.
Congratulations, Omni-Man.
Death Battle is back, and we've launched a brand new membership program for our YouTube channel. By directly supporting our team, you'll get unique emotes, badges, and additional content, and a bunch more. Click that join button to see more info, and thanks so much for watching.
Next time, Magneto versus Tetsuo. Well, so that was Omni-Man versus Homelander, and Omni-Man came out victoriously. And this was a very merciless and brutal death battle. And so the next death battle is going to be Magneto versus Tetsuo, X-Men versus Akira. So, yeah. It does intrigue me to know about what will happen next time. With that said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.